We're here with Order of the Dead. Finally.
Finally.
We're trying to get you guys for years. And now you're here, and you were awesome.
Thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourselves and what you do in the band? Start with Jody.
Okay. I'm Jody. I play guitar.
I'm Zach, and I'm the vocalist.
I'm Earl, and I play guitar.
John, bass.
Joe, I play drums and I'm the lead songwriter also.
Okay.
It's true.
It's true.
How long has Order of the Dead been a thing?
I'm not exactly sure. I
13,
joined
14.
in 2009, but they were already a band. I had already seen them live twice.
Are there any original members?
At this point, no.
Really? Okay. So are you the oldest member of the band? In the sense, like, you've been in the band the longest?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So you actually don't know the origin of the band?
I know pieces of it. But, yeah, I was going to join on drums. I was trying out for drums, and the guitar player was teaching me the drum parts. And Bill moved to Florida last year. He was the last original member.
Okay.
He said, well, Jody plays guitar, and you obviously know all the drum parts, so why don't you guys swap? So I was originally supposed to replace Dino, the original drummer.
I see.
But when I joined, Toby was in the band on bass, and I guess there was a guy named Marcus before him. Toby Bailey from BML and Withered Earth and Bughouse back in the day.
I'm pretty sure everyone in Rochester has been in about 15 bands.
Oh, yeah. If not more.
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
And you guys are from Rochester?
Yep.
So who is the oldest to do as Jody? You're the longest member of the band. Who's next?
That'd be me.
Okay, and then
I have no idea when the hell I joined.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. He replaced Toby maybe 2011 or maybe 2012.
He's talking about Tobey Maguire from the Spider-Man movies.
Yes.
He used to play bass for Order of the
Had
Dead.
enough of that shit.
and who would be after that?
That'd be me.
Okay.
I think, 3 years?
No, more than that now.
Hmm.
Because, well, maybe, 3.5, something like that.
Yeah, we started back
Yep.
up.
Yeah, I've been in about 2 years now.
Okay, and then you're
I've
the
been
latest
in it.
edition.
Yeah, I'm the latest, the special 4K edition. I've been in there for about a year now. It's like a year and a month.
Now, has the band had off time? Like, did it kind of go on hiatus at one
Yeah,
point?
we broke up from April 2017 to January of 2020.
Today
Okay.
on
And
Behind
then
the Music.
And then COVID hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I seem to remember that.
Yeah.
So why the hiatus?
The drummer that we had at the time didn't want to do it anymore. He was doing
Then he ended up moving away.
Asphyxiate the Leader.
Hmm.
He was in two bands at the same time. And for whatever reason, he didn't want to do this anymore, and he wanted to keep doing that. So that's what he did.
Gotcha.
And that, I think that's Mike Adams, who's now in Elusive Travel and Oriamos.
Oriamos.
Oriamos, I don't know how
Yeah.
to say it.
I think
He's got another band too that I can't think of the name of. That's like a shoegaze band.
Huh. Do any of you know where the name came from?
For
Order of the
Order of the
Dead?
Dead.
Yeah.
So all I know is the drummer, the original drummer Dino, came up with it, and he wanted to call it the Order of Death,
Okay.
and Bill suggested Order of the Dead instead. But
Okay.
what's behind it, I couldn't tell you.
It's not a cult.
Yeah, it's not a cult, and we don't care what order you're in either.
So with this current lineup, how does the song writing go?
I mean,
We're getting
usually,
to it.
yeah, with this lineup, we've written the one song that we played tonight,
Second song.
Celestial Tomb, And we've got another one it's getting there. It's not too far from being finished. But usually,
And there's dragged.
yeah, dragged. But that was the last one we wrote with Bill that he never really had words for. So usually John or myself will have some kind of a idea, a riff or whatever. Earl's had some. He's got riffs that he brought from in the other song that we're working on. And I'll take, if somebody gives me a riff or if I have a riff, I'll turn it into 5 or 6 riffs and then start figuring out what order they go in. I like to get a skeleton going, and then we learn it as a band, and everybody starts, this should be half that length. This should come out. We need something different here. Everybody's putting in some kind of input.
What about lyrics?
Lyrics,
I usually am in charge of that. I don't know who did. Bill did the lyrics too, right?
Bill did almost all the lyrics for the songs that he was a part of, other than I think I might have done a line here or there.
Right.
Our old guitar player Chad and him wrote Pit of Snakes together. But yeah, Bill's been the singer the whole time until Zach, and he wrote 99% of the lyrics, and it'll probably stay that way.
But I also collaborate with these guys too when it comes to lyrics. Also, a lot of the reasons why is because I'm probably the world's most procrastinating lyric writer. I don't know. I'm a perfectionist.
So, are any of you currently in other bands?
I am not.
Me and him are doing Halo thing, and then he's got his own solo project.
What's your solo project?
It's just called Snow. SNO.
What is it? Like style-wise?
All over the place.
Yeah, a little,
All of it.
A little bit of everything.
little bit of prog, heaviness, some spacey ambient stuff
Okay.
in there too. Rock and roll,
And you said you two are in Halo Thane?
Yep.
Yep, Halo thing, yes.
Oh, Halo! It's Halo Thane?
I have no idea.
We have a new vocalist, Mario. We've been jamming with him the past month or so. And
They're just fucking around with
working on new lyrics and getting them up to speed with the old songs.
Cool.
So we should be playing out next year.
Nice.
Hopefully early summer. Give them some time to learn it.
Yeah. And you're not in anything else?
Nope.
Jody?
Wow.
You live in Rochester? You're only in one band? What's...
Yeah.
I did that a lot through my 20s.
Well, so that's my next question. What bands were you in previous to this one? Let's start with Jody.
The ones people will know would be Brutal Truth, maybe Calabas, Kill the Client when I lived in Texas. Withered Earth, if you're from Rochester, I played bass for them at one point. Burn Dweller, they're still around. I was the drummer for, 3-4 years or something. And a million other bands. Somebody might remember As the World Burns from the 90s. I don't know.
Probably.
Salt This Earth.
Bloodbath.
Dan
Oh
Lowe.
yeah, Bloodbath and Beyond.
Oh, nice. I like
Power
that.
Violence Grind Band. I was the drummer.
And what about you?
Yeah, Dan Loker and Jody are competing to see who can be in most bands.
Yeah.
So I've been in Malformed, which also includes Earl and Joe.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. I did vocals for the band Desecrator for like a couple of years. Recently, I was also the vocalist in Alien Autopsy, and that's it.
You?
Yeah, I was in Malformed. Had a band called Lachesis. I was in Green Jello.
Really?
Yeah, and that was interesting.
I bet.
And I don't know. I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not.
What am I forgetting about?
Contrarian.
Oh, yeah. That's
Oh, you're a Contrarian too?
Yes. I forgot. I played bass with them actually.
Nice. You?
Me and him
And him.
actually
Oh yeah.
all did Ankalagon.
Oh,
How did I
okay.
forget Aunt Caligan?
'Cause you're a jerk.
I swear, every time I hear that name, I just think Ankalagon, take me away.
Yeah.
Oh,
I always think of toothpaste. I'm like,
Yeah.
Kellogg
Yeah.
toothpaste.
no.
I love the name. Don't get me wrong. I just,
No, it's a
I
great
think
name.
I think of toothpaste.
Anything else?
So,
What was that band you were in St. Paul?
that was Abhor, but that turned into something completely different.
Beheading the Titan.
That was
No.
before that, yeah. That's when I was doing that with Jay.
Yeah. Jay.
There's another one, though.
That's how I got into Order.
There's another band you were in.
That hardcore kind of band.
Yeah.
That was Burning to Entice.
That was the one. Yeah, Malform used to practice down the hall
Yeah.
for you guys.
And you?
Yeah, and Calagon, and Sarkis back in the day, and Nocturnal Hellstorm.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a nice
think
list
that's
for
it.
all of you.
Primordial.
Well, that was before Sarkis, yeah,
And Malformed, of course.
and Malformed,
Yep. And Order of the Dead.
and now
And
I'm in
Wait,
I
are
was
you
in
all
and
in-
I was in Green Jello with Earl for a brief period of time.
Really?
We played a few shows together.
So are you all in Order of the Dead? Did I have that right?
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
For right now.
We'll see what happens.
And then.
Oh, wait, we
as
are.
well.
No, we are. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we are. Yeah.
We are. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many releases do you have out for Order of the Dead?
Not enough.
Okay. How many's that?
Four.
So you know like how often a normal band would release something? Instead of releasing something, we release one of the members into the wild. and then we gotta get a new one. And then yeah. And you just start back from there. Okay, now you gotta learn this. Great.
Yeah, we
And,
got a lot of obstacles.
It's a.
You know, we're not like a known enough band for anybody to give a shit to come prepared, so you gotta teach them.
It's a 15-year learning experience.
So where can people find your music that is recorded?
In hell.
It's on
Vinegar.
Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube. I know it's on a whole bunch of other things. Like it's on the Apple, whatever.
Oh, Apple Music.
Yeah, and that iHeartRadio.
Oh, yeah.
Deezer.
Yeah.
What?
It's
Like-
on. It's on everything that is provided by like CD Baby or DistroKid.
Right.
It's on all of it.
Cool.
So it's
It's the sequel to
It should
Weezer.
be easy enough to find.
Okay, so here's a nice hard question for you.
Tacos.
Yeah. In any of the bands you've played in, what's the weirdest thing that's happened to you while playing on stage? Any of you can go first.
Wow.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I'm dying here.
Yeah,
So
where-
we were
where
doing
did
the Music as Art Festival. There's actually video of this on
Which
YouTube.
band?
This was Green Jello.
Okay.
There was a lot of wacky moments, but this one I always remember. So we'd hand out the puppet heads, or giant, puppet heads, and there was one for Elmo, and so Elmo, we'd always had this joke that Elmo is just like a hardcore partier, and there goes Elmo, fucked up again. He's all fucked up, and
Oh yeah, he's clearly on cocaine.
yeah, he's just messed up, So Elmo's on the fucking edge of the stage, and he's gonna crowd surf, and he jumps off. Nobody catches him at all, and head first. Luckily, he's wearing a giant foam pad, because
Right.
head first, right down, and. It's like a moment where when it happens, you're like, do I keep playing? It's like, because he didn't get back up either. And
Oh.
people were trying to help him up, but no, I think he got hurt, man. That was pretty wacky.
All right. Anyone else?
Well, back in the Sarkis days, our singer Matt would always bring some squid or octopus, and it would end up in pieces everywhere.
He pulled out of his pants and whip it around. He was doing that with that Caligan too.
Yeah, I
so
seem
that
to
would
remember
probably
someone
be.
telling me about that.
Yeah.
And then we also brought him out. We brought a coffin, and he popped out of the coffin and spewed blood everywhere.
Nice.
That was fucking epic.
That was really good.
Speaking of
remember
the
that.
squid, though, remember the squid at the montage? in the parking lot. Like we went there, like they played a show at the Montage. He pulled the squid, like they played like the whole show. They're on their last damn song, and he pulls the squid out of his pants. Like, has that been there this whole time?
Yeah.
And he whips it around, and then like it ends up in the parking lot at the Montage, and it's just out there. And so the next year we go back to play a show there, and we look, and there's like a dried up, shriveled squid, and it's still there, and it looked horrid, like it'd been there because it had been there forever.
Yeah, wow.
I was like, wow, man, there's that fucking squid.
And then at the Montage, he came out like Rob Halford on
Yeah.
his motorcycle on stage.
With that bartender chick on
that
the
was
back.
wild.
That was pretty wild. His stinky ass motorcycle made the whole place smell like gas.
I'm sure.
I'm surprised Randy let him do that. That was pretty wild.
What about
I was
you
at
guys?
that show.
Anything come to mind?
Actually, it's been relatively just normal, but I remember this one time when I was playing Show the Alien Autopsy, this like big, athletic, I don't know, mid-20s dude with like a tight black t-shirt and gym shorts came on stage like screaming in my face while I was like playing, and I thought he was gonna like beat the shit out of me or something. I'm like, what is happening? He didn't. He actually was kind of a cool dude, but yeah, it was weird. He was just got up right up close to my face and was just while I was doing my thing, but I'm just ignoring him, just like, please don't kill me.
I
Don't.
was trying to give him a
What?
free pass to Planet Fitness.
I guess so. That's how that's how they get you. Like, new marketing thing.
Yeah.
For Planet Fitness, go to metal shows. Get a card for $100.
He was
Yeah.
letting it out
Yeah,
Letting it
I thought he was gonna let it out
right
with
on
his
your
fists.
face.
Yeah,
Anything come to mind for you, Jody?
Yeah, a lot.
this guy's has stories for
A
days.
whole
The
lot.
fucking trumpet.
Pick one.
We played Calabas played at a junkyard in
Just the beginning of this is awesome.
Fort Collins. Is that what it's in Colorado? And it was like a DIY anarchist junkyard.
Huh.
They had like a little bookstore and that you could kind of swap books. You couldn't buy any, but you could
Junkyard already
trade
on it?
your books for their books.
That's interesting.
It was all right, but we played in front of a giant pile of engine blocks in a building, and one of the opening bands was called Lobster Assault, and they were telling jokes about what was that Agatha Christie show, the
Murder, She Wrote?
Yeah, Murder She Wrote. They were telling all these jokes in between songs. Like they started every song with some type of a Murder She Wrote joke, and the singer was wearing lobster claw oven mitts on his hands. And then we play a little while later, and I look out and I see the lobster claws going like this. Well, somebody had that guy across his shoulders with his arms and his legs sticking out, spinning in a circle as fast as they could in the pit. So this guy's legs and his lobster hands are just hitting people. It was wild.
Just the fact that you're playing in a junkyard is like, can you get more metal than that?
It was pretty wild. I actually had a lot of fun at that show. When we got there, we were sketched out because it's
Sure.
Fort Collins is like the industrial part of, is it Boulder? I can't
I'm
remember.
not sure.
It's like the southern part of, I think it's Boulder, and it's where all the like junkyards and mechanics and landfills and just junk. I remember it being very industrial as compared to the actual city, and so we pull up and we're like, "Is this the right place?" Freedom Auto is what it was called. I don't know if it's still there, but I hope it is.
Yeah,
'Cause It,
We'll
it seemed
book
like
another
they
show
had
there.
shows
Yeah.
on a regular basis.
it's cool. Do you guys have anything coming up?
Shows?
Yeah, no, not right now. We're trying to finish this album, and then we're working on stuff for next year.
Okay.
We're gonna go February 28th. We'll be in Pittsburgh, and
Home of the
March
Night of the Living
1st
Dead.
we'll be in Akron. I can't remember. Afterlife is the name of that club.
Where do you usually post your upcoming shows?
It'll be Facebook and Instagram, and then it'll be the banner in our Bandcamp store.
Okay. You have a Facebook group and a Facebook page, right?
Yes.
What do you
Yeah.
update more? Or are you doing both?
I try to do them both, especially when it's for shows. The
Right.
page itself gets updated way more, or there's just way more happens on there. But Facebook squashes everyone's reach, so I
Yeah.
made that group too.
Right.
Just
right.
because,
Groups
you
you
know.
get seen more than pages.
yeah, they are not joking around. They don't want anybody to see anything.
No,
It-
not unless you're paying them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't work either.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, what was it? It was like you could pay $40 and we'll give you. It was like 1,200 more viewers or something,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
I did an ad for the first time in a long time for the last show we played that November 2nd at Bug Jar. And it was like, it didn't give me any option of price range or anything. It couldn't change the price. It was just $65. We'll show your event to it was like 4,000-ish number
Right.
of people who already like your page and their friends. That was the option. And I
Right.
said, you know what? We haven't done an ad in years.
Yeah.
So I did it. And showed it to like 400 and something people. That was the stats I got.
And then they give you your money back for the other.
Oh yeah. But then I did that ad, and ever since
Kids
it
on.
throttled all of our
Yes, I've heard that.
because they want you to buy another ad.
Yeah.
Well, your ad didn't fucking work, so
Yeah.
why would I buy another one?
Yeah, it's all a scam. What kind of merch do you guys have?
Got a few different shirts, stickers, koozies, trucker hats. I think we have one baseball style hat left.
Where are those available? Just at shows? Or do you have them online?
Shows, and we have a store on our Bandcamp.
Oh, okay.
So all our music and all the merch and stuff is all on Bandcamp.
All right. Anything else people should know?
Zach wears glasses.
Zip.
Yeah, I wear glasses.
Oh, he does too, and him, and he does, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This seems accurate.
He's a no glasses having son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm actually supposed to wear glasses, but I'm not. I'm not required to wear them when I drive. So
It's on account of his ADHD.
Yeah.
His ADHD.
high definition.
In high definition.
All right. Thank you guys.
No problem.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having us on. Listen to us.